Hello and welcome back to another Manic Monday here at Heroes and Hooligans, where we are playing Delirium, a Grim Hollow campaign. Loki, you're going to recap for us from 2 weeks ago, yeah?
Absolutely. Pretty
Wonderful.
easy day for us. The gang took a day off from all the exciting potion seller hunting and potion hunter betrayer hunting. Instead, we just took the day to relax and go get some information. Of course, that was after Celine had decided to wake us all up at the crack of dawn to go retrieve the great axe they decided to throw away for no particular reason outside of being angry, which for them is a good enough reason. Scrimshaw, Fior, and Loki all joined them. We got the axe back. We found a body and honestly left it at that. Not our circus, not our monkeys. We left it as it was. Told the guards about it, and went over to meet our friend Fred at the manor. Very nice pet goldfish let us in the door. We got some information about this fire that's been going on and how he was there when it started, and doesn't know if that big bad lady or man, I can't remember the title they've given them, is alive in that fire or not still. We talked about a couple odd jobs, and that was really about the day for us.
Yeah, it was a pretty easy day. You just did some information gathering, essentially, and getting Celine's shit back as well.
Yeah, that's the most important.
Yeah, so we're going to do a little bit of a time skip. We're going to jump a couple days. It was Wednesday, and now it's going to be Friday. Celine, I'm going to need you to roll me 2 saves, please. Flat D20. DC 2 for the first one, DC 3 for the second one. Please and thank you.
Sure. Focus my dice. There. That's I can see. Well, that's a 7.
Okay, so that'll pass.
And that's a 17.
Okay, so that'll pass. So no progression.
No, not yet.
Okay. And also there was a little bit of information you were seeking when you had gone down to the markets, and you were looking for a password to something we don't speak about. And you did get the password in these couple of days. It will be purple pansies.
Of course.
Pansies as in the flower.
Okay, purple pansies.
Who makes passwords in this town? Who's in charge of this? These are awful.
Where the hell did you follow me?
Oh, so you get to wake me up by poking me in the chest after failing to sneak into my room, but I can't stalk you one day? Okay.
Daruk speaks up from just behind Loki. Yes, and they followed you when they were hanging around in your hospital room too.
We don't talk about that.
No, we don't talk about Fight Club.
Well, you just did.
No, I didn't. Pictures or it didn't happen. Okay. So we've got Celine's business taken care of over the couple of day time skip. Scrimmy, what's going on in your half mind as you're chilling over these couple of days?
So during kind of this rest period, as we would call it for Scrimmy, since he's kind of been laying off the alcohol as much, he's only drinking half a bottle of rum in the morning and a quarter of a bottle of whiskey in the afternoon now. Wow. He's kind of started delving more deep into himself, and he decided to kind of go on this journey. And as he's kind of casting these spells that he's starting to remember, it's triggering a little bit more memories for him. Particularly how he was a pirate and you know, the life on his ship and some of these memories of the fire that destroyed his ship and left him so severely injured. You know, deep descriptive memories amidst the chaos that he had sacrificed himself just to save his beloved goat, Barnacle. Only to lose Barnacle in the end. These things kind of brought more clarity to Scrimmy and what he used to be and what he is afraid to go back to being. He's kind of just delved deeper into the ancient magics and is reconnecting with his inner self, not just about the greed and the money.
So finding a little bit of who he actually used to be and remembering that about himself.
Particularly a memory of another pirate burning his ship down.
Does he remember the pirate that burned the ship down, or just remembers it was another pirate?
He just remembers that it was a magic-wielding pirate. Nothing else, just a shadow, almost as if it was a glimpse through a mirror into the past. He's still quite lost in himself, but is starting to remember a lot more spells and traits and things that he was able to do. And has been practicing, his potion making and things of that sort. So I think that as he, started understanding and remembering these things, he's kind of aiming to look deeper into it. So he's going to be doing some investigating for sure, because he's definitely interested in either finding his beloved goat, in which he lost because he's unsure of whether it died or not because he can't remember, or even just finding, the other pirate that did this to his family.
Wonderful. So Scrimmy's kind of being less scrimmy scrammy and more scrimshaw plammy at this point.
Yes, absolutely.
Great. I love it. That's wonderful. Does anybody else have anything that they needed to do over the couple of days? Aside from make sure you got all, I think you got all your potions and everything that you needed delivered to you already.
I think
Yor would potentially use one to scout out her side mission, but she's not doing anything right now, just to get some info.
Okay, just doing some information gathering. Okay, I'll make a note.
During this week where we're waiting, we see Daruk just gathering rats and throwing them over the wall into the belfry. Just walking around the shitty parts of town, getting rats out of the way for people and throwing them in there. And then
is there a purpose behind it, or just to clean up the streets?
There are a few purposes. If Gabe manages to get his head in the game, rats will be very useful in there. And it cleans up the streets. It's a mutual benefit scenario.
Okay. Fantastic. Loki, Arthur, did you two need to do anything over the couple of days, or are you just enjoying the long rest?
I think Arthur would have disappeared periodically, maybe for 12 hours or more at a time. I can tell you where I'm going now, or maybe we can get to it at some point later. It's certainly not critical to anything.
Okay. All right, so Arthur's going missing for 12 hours at a time. Okay, we'll get to that reason why in the future, or if a party member brings it up. Loki, what about you?
Loki would, if anyone asked, be going to the library for a chunk of the time, check out the text now that we have some downtime. And finally, he's been a bit overdue for it, but, being inducted into the Wardens and stopping the Bone Trader has been very busy work. He's going to sit down one of the nights and write out a few letters to send to his folks to some of the cities they're usually passing through, and as well as a few pen pals from that he tries to keep up with every once in a while.
Just keeping up with his contacts.
Yeah, because he's a criminal.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a fence over here. He's got a dealer over there.
Wonderful. All right, so everybody pretty much has something that they're doing over the couple of days. Wednesday, Thursday rolls through, and then it's Friday morning. you're hopeful that maybe the Wardens will be here today, but you don't officially know for sure. They said 5 to 7 days at most, or at the least amount. Could take longer. So you wake up. It's the morning, Friday morning. You're at the inn. You wake up in your normal, morning fashions. People who get drinks in the morning do that. People who wake up early to take care of things do that. Those of you who don't sleep, well, pretend like you did and wake up and smell the coffee. You make your way downstairs after you all get up and everybody's all together, and you're at the Pig's Tit where you've been staying all week. And when you come down, the tavern keeper tells you, "Oh, we have a message for you." Who do you think would have seen the tavern keeper first?
Probably.
Arthur's up pretty early.
I think
we don't sleep.
We see it at the exact same time.
Yeah, so Arthur and Celine don't sleep, so they come down early. Maybe they decided it's Friday morning, let's do something nice for our friends and get coffee ready, right? So you come down and you go to get coffee ready, get your table, your normal table that you have, and that's when the tavern keeper tells you they have a message for you, and they'll hand you a little envelope parchment.
Who dropped it off?
Oh, a young man in some blue riding gear.
Thanks. I'll if I tip for this, I'll flip him a copper piece.
Sure, you could give him a copper piece. Thank you, appreciate you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna pop this open right now.
Yeah, and you look, it's just like a little parchment envelope, and it's got a wax seal on the back. And it's a sort of deep mahogany brown colored wax, and the symbol in the center is like a eagle, like kind of eagle griffin mix. Well, I guess griffins have eagle wings, so maybe it's just a griffin. You recognize the seal. It's the Warden seal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll crack that.
Yeah, and it says that Sir Jorah and Sir Barristan will be arriving today. It was brought ahead by one of the scouts that they keep with them.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'll pass it on to Celine, but I'm not going to wake anyone up for that. I'll just tell people as I see them.
Yeah, it says that they'll be coming in today, and they will meet you at the western gate, the road coming out of the Rock Teeth.
Okay. In that case, is it early enough that I might find a boy on the streets? I want to stick my head out the window like Scrooge and go, "Boy, boy!"
Yeah, you're looking for like a runner?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the Old Market District, in between the poor district and the Old Market District. Somebody's always looking to make coin. You could holler out the door for messenger, of course.
Okay. Yeah. You there, boy? What day is it today? No. Yeah, I'll call a kid over and I will slip him, I don't know, a silver piece if I have one. Yeah, which I do for sure. And say, I want you to go to the Western Gate. You can hang out there all day, panhandle, do whatever you were doing here. But when you see, and I will just kind of describe it, blue uniforms, over armor, blue riding cloaks, come back here and let us know.
Okay. In this just little, he's wearing some kind of like slacks shirt. He's pretty dirty, but looks like he's just been playing in the dirt, kind of dirty. A little bit of tangles in his hair and like a little page boy hat kind of hanging off, and he takes your silver and runs off away from you.
Goddamn hooligans, the city's going to shit. Yeah, I'll get a platter of coffee or something, some mugs, and bring it up. Is it late enough in the day to be doing that? I don't want to, I guess let it get cold or something. If that makes sense, then I'll bring it up right now.
I think Fiora's your latest sleeper, if I'm not mistaken. So, and Fiora's usually
Fiora has her own infinite coffee.
Yeah, Fiora's got her bottle of endless coffee. So
I think,
usually,
yeah, I think this is about the time Daruk comes into the inn, having been staying at home for the past few days.
there you go. So Daruk's coming in. It's in the morning. I would say it's probably 7:30-ish right about now.
Okay. No, morning. Right on time. Getting the coffee ready, and Scrimmy and Selena Fiora haven't gotten to it yet, so there's not booze in it.
Wonderful.
That you
Oh.
know of.
And you, I think, see Daruk standing not taller but straighter for a moment, or just as he walks through the door, and then spot just a little glimmer of silver in the center. Like his pupils have been replaced with silver instead of black.
Whoa. I know it's been a few days, but what's going on there? With your eyes.
Gabriel finds himself unable to act. And I will be acting in his place. Daruk has taken the Magic Initiate Cleric feat. And I'm flavoring it as having formulated not a Magic Initiate Cleric. That's not the one I ended up going with. Eldritch Adept, and I'm flavoring it as a Celestial Pact with his husband.
Cool. Wow.
Nice.
Cool.
Wonderful.
What bonus did you get?
And how is Gabriel holding up?
He has retreated into his domain. It is easier to avoid grief when you are rats.
I'm not going to pry. Coffee? It looks like it smells good.
Coffee.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I guess I'll start handing it out as people come down.
Yeah.
Scrimmy graciously stumbles down the stairs and grabs a pitcher next to your pitcher of coffee.
Yeah, I'm no longer responsible for the coffee. If Scrimmy wants to adulterate this coffee, I don't even drink. That's fine. I'm over it.
I grabbed my own pitcher. Don't you worry.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, to be fair, you spent like a week more with this group. By now, I think you'd learn not to just get one pitcher.
Yeah, I don't know why Arthur's so invested in coffee this morning, but I don't know. I was given a
You
purpose.
can't even drink it anyways, can you?
Yeah, well, maybe I'm living vicariously. Don't fucking judge me, Celine.
I can't drink it either.
And eventually Fiora comes down just chugging her own decanter.
Yeah. So everybody kind of comes down in their own time, gets together. Probably no later than 8:30. I'm sure Fiora tried to get up a little bit earlier than normal, knowing that there's a potential that Wardens could be coming in, just to be prepared. So yeah, you're all grouped together. It's the morning. Arthur, do you relay the
Absolutely.
message? Yeah.
Yep, I would let them know. First of all, notice nobody at Mass again, 4:30 a.m. Not that hard of a thing to make. I always live right across the hall from you people. Second, we got a letter.
Okay,
Looks like
first one, I was there.
It's just a bit too much travel right now.
All right. Well, Drew, you're going through something. I'm just saying. Celine, you don't have a choice. You share a room with me. But regardless, not important. Sirs Barristan and what was the other warden who's coming in today? Jorah are coming in by the west gate. I've hired a boy, and he's going to let us know when they get here.
You didn't just have the boy bring him here when they get here?
Do I look like a professional boyist to you? I don't know how much orders you're supposed to give these kids.
You look like a professional boy.
God damn it. All right, I walked into that one, Daruk. Fine.
I will walk up and give Daruk a high five if you will allow it.
I can't even be mad, but I'm furious.
Yeah, it's very much a low five for Daruk, but yes.
Just like gently just raise your hands.
Yeah, no, I didn't tell the boy to bring him to me. Yeah, in hindsight, that would have been a smart move. But we're gonna know when they get here. They want us to meet them there, so I don't know.
Wait, they're at the gate when they get here, or they're at the belfry?
They're gonna meet us. They're coming in through the west gate, when I believe that's where we're supposed to meet them. When the boy sees them get into the west gate, he's going to come let us know. If you want to control the boys, you have to wake up earlier, Fiora. I don't know what to tell you. Boys are first come, first serve. Always have been.
It's fine. I'm just hoping that the
All right.
boy come in here and decide to follow him.
Honestly, I don't even know if boys are Fiora's
We will
preference.
go and meet them, or they will come to us, and we'll get connected.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I trust the boys.
So do you think that your group just stays at the tavern all morning just waiting for the boy to come, or do you think that you go out and do things?
Oh no,
I hire a second boy to find us, wait at the tavern, and then seek us. No, I don't. I have no idea what to do.
I mean, stranger things have.
Hire a second boy to go to the gate, wait for them, and bring them to us so that the first boy comes in, tells us they're here, and 30 seconds later, the other boy comes in with the wardens.
Fine. Let's do Fiora. I'm officially handing over boy management to you. You're in charge of the boys.
All right. Well, whoever's in charge, it doesn't matter because some time passes, whatever you decide to spend your morning doing while waiting for the wardens, and the boy comes and gets you and tells you that he can see him coming down the road. So they're within eyesight of the gate, but not quite at the gate yet. Gives you some time to get over there.
Okay.
Fiora flips him an extra gold.
Sure, he's happy about that. He only got paid in silver, and a gold is more than his family will make the entire year.
Fiora is aware.
You're going to be out of business in a week running the boys like that, Fiora.
Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, we're leaving. We're not going to hire any more boys. We're not going to say the word again for the rest of the day. Get your gold laid out.
I want to point out that it's your cleric of all people.
Sorry, just over here creating jobs.
It's in character. We know who we. We're leaving.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were a Catholic cleric.
I'm giving these boys work. I'm stimulating the economy.
So the wardens are coming into town. You know they can be seen from the road. They can be seen from the gate. So you've got some time to make it over to the gate. You can see a fair distance up the road. Especially if you're super observant, but they're coming. So you've got some minutes time to get over to the other side of Lysec. Assuming that you understand that you're not a high enough rank to have somebody take them somewhere, and that if they tell you to meet them somewhere, that you should meet them, that you probably do that because you have Loki in your group and he talks sense into you on a regular basis, and you go over there. Fiora, you're very close to places you don't like to be close to. Would you like to stealth?
Yeah, her hood is always up, and she's definitely stealthing. And I have 2 potions, and don't think from my information that I'll need the other one here. So if someone notices me, she will very quickly do it. We've got a 7 stealth trying to go through unnoticed.
That's fine. That should be distracted by the giant.
That did not add your stealth modifier if you have
I
one.
do not have a stealth modifier.
You do not have. Oh, fantastic. All right. So really, when you're going through that way, Fiora, the King's Coin is a known hangout of the GBC, but you know that their headquarters are off in the luxury district, and the Bank of Augustine Trading Company is its own whole institution throughout all of Atharis. So you could very easily get around the known hangout area. Even with the 7, you're familiar with the world. I should say you could roll that at advantage because you're familiar with this place, that you know how to skirt around them. You've been doing it for a long time. So you're able to do so, and you're all able to make it over to the gate there, where there is a gatehouse at the door there. It doesn't seem like it's manned regularly, but there is an empty gatehouse sitting there. at the gate. And you can see the dust from horses and wagons kicking up over the road as they kind of make their way over and are coming down towards you. And you get there, and they get there just a few minutes later, and you're greeted by the two riders at the front, Sir Jorah and Sir Barristan. Behind them, they have 3 carts, each cart having 2 more wardens riding at the front of it. Who do you think first contact with these officers as they approach?
I think Daruk looks over at Fiora.
If Daruk doesn't step forward, Fiora
it's very much a point between the two of them. Like, you or me.
Fiora's gonna shrug and kind of like silently gesture that this was your mission, and it's more so your mission now.
All right. Daruk steps forward.
Oh.
And I think in that step, Daruk drops to a knee, knowing these are people who outrank us, at least socially, within the Wardens by a lot.
Okay.
Did his knee stop working?
So you take a knee and...
no, you hear the crack. But yeah, it is a full drop to the knee, dust kicks up. Sirs. Warden Heartstone, reporting for duty.
Ah, wonderful, yes. Which one of you is in charge of this current mission?
I think that's Fiora.
We were not formally assigned a charge yet. So
okay.
We came across the information while on temporary leave.
Which one of you, I've been traveling for a while. I don't remember which one of you made the call into the Wardens initially about the situation here.
Fiora.
Technically, it was like Fiora and Loki. We like passed the phone back and forth, trying to convince our parents to come pick us up.
Daruk wasn't present, and Fiora is the only one who's called Daruk out on it directly.
That's
so
fair.
Daruk is making the assumption Fiora made the call.
That's fair. If that's what you say, Fiora will step up and not throw Loki under the bus.
You can, like, you know Loki enough that like he'd be happy to step up if you point to him.
I mean, like, Fiora walk up and be like, I mean, I'm not the one that made the call, but if you need to talk to someone, like, any of us will do.
Well, really, we just wanted to talk to whoever was coordinating the relief efforts here already so we could know where to take these supplies.
Yes.
That'd be the GBC.
Okay. So we can do that. Wonderful. So if somebody would kindly take us, Miss, I didn't get your name. He's asking Fiora.
1 second. Let me double check something quick.
Daruk's going to speak up, and knowing that this is breaking, etiquette, but sir, I am native to this city. I'd be happy to guide you around.
Oh, that works. Sorry, I'm lacking my own introductions here. And he's an older gentleman. He's got gray facial hair. He's bald. He wears Warden's attire. He doesn't have a helmet on, but you can see he's got his gear packed in his bags if he needs it. And the other gentleman with him hasn't spoken to you yet. He's a little bit younger, but still fairly aged. They're both human men. He's a lot stockier. He has dark hair, a little bit of facial hair, and he wears a bearskin sort of cloak over his attire. I am Sir Barristan. I'm coordinating our connection with the relief efforts here. This is my compatriot Sir Jorah, though he's not much one for words.
Speaking when you need them, then, sir.
Scrimmy does not know hand sign, But Scrimmy is going to try and make weird hand signs at him and speak to him.
Scrimmy gonna commit a fucking discrimination.
The man kind of grunts at you. I'm not deaf. I just don't prefer to talk much.
Oh, okay. He's cool, guys. He's cool. He's good. Did you see that? I talked to him for you guys.
Appreciate that. I don't think Scrimmy likes deaf people.
No, Scrimmy loves
right.
deaf people. They're his favorite.
You said Fiora gives the name Alindra?
Yep.
Wonderful. Okay, well, Warden Heartstone, you'll take us to where these supplies need dropped off, and then we will meet you for a bit of lunch. The boys are hungry, and then we'll get to handling everything, figuring everything out. Does that sound good?
The men are welcome to camp at my home if they wish. To save the Wardens money from setting up in the city.
We did bring some tents to set up outside the city so that we could take care of our horses and things. But that's greatly appreciated that you would offer.
Yes, I have a property. Do you have a quartermaster? I can mark it on their map. Or I'll be guiding yourself.
Yeah,
sirs.
yeah. You could talk to the one that's in charge of the supplies. They'll work it out.
And Daruk starts to kind of go and take care of logistics quickly. Breaks from the route to go speak to the person in charge of supplies.
Yeah, so it's not the quartermaster from the keep, but the one who's basically in charge of all of the supplies that got brought is named Ansel. So you coordinate with Ansel, and then you take him off to the GBC. I am going to assume that Fiora does not go to the GBC, and the rest of you probably return to the Pig's Tit. Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
Loki will tag along to the GBC since we have been woefully bad at not going to them and starting a relationship of any kind, despite the fact we're going to help the city. So, considering that the city has not been helped at all, Loki wants to go and supervise our supplies, even if Ansel is there or not, to make sure it's actually put to use and the GBC doesn't just waste it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think that was part of Daruk's is he taking the whole crew supplies and all to the GBC, or is he taking these 2 knights?
The 3 wagons that they brought in.
Okay, so it's bringing everything. Got it.
Yep. So
yeah, viewers don't go back to the inn.
So most of you go back to the inn. Daruk and Loki, you accompany the Wardens to the GBC. You get to the GBC, and you're greeted outside of their headquarters by a young elven woman. She's dressed in what appears to be light leathers and some trader's clothes. Hello, what can we do for you?
We need to speak to the coordinator of relief efforts.
Oh, wonderful. Just one moment. And she goes inside, and a minute later, a younger gentleman comes out. He's wearing robes. He's got some glasses on, and he comes out holding a ledger book. Hello. My name is David, and I'm coordinating the relief efforts. What can I do for you?
Can I roll to know David from living here before?
You could try. Certainly.
Cool.
Roll for David.
What kind of roll do I roll for David?
History would be all right.
Okay, cool. Roll for David. Me playing D&D with my estranged father, trying to find a relationship once more. Dirty 20. 19 plus 1.
Nice.
You don't know David.
Oh, damn. I don't know David on 20.
Nope, he doesn't come from Lysec.
Oh, actually. David, I am Warden Heartstone. These are Sirs Jorah and Bearson. I was thinking Bearstein, and I was like, I know it's not that.
Close enough.
You're right, it's Bearstein.
We're not getting into this right now, Don. Those bears were Jewish Germans, and I refuse to believe otherwise.
Anyway, the Wardens.
I just do the introductions. Business is not my problem. I'm the guide.
Wonderful. Sir Barristan will dismount from his horse and step up. My name is Sir Barristan, and this is Sir Jorah. We come from the Grey Wardens, and we're here to assist in the relief effort to quell the fires and also help the city kind of regain some of the things that they lost. We've brought 3 wagons worth of supplies. One of them is full of food. The second one contains medical supplies because we've heard of the plague, and the third one contains building supplies to help sort of board up the belfry and things once the fire gets put out. Where would you like them? Oh, okay. Would you mind just leaving the wagons and we'll give them back to you once they're emptied? And Ansel gets down. I'll stay here with you to help you go through everything, David. I've got the list here, and he pulls out a scroll. Wonderful, great. Everything's all taken care of. David, we'll meet you at the inn. What's the inn where we'll be having lunch? He'll ask Daruk and Loki.
The Pig's Tip.
Oh, yes. We'll be at the Pig. Meet us there when you're done. And they make exchanges. They dismount their horses. The rest of the guards come with you. There's 6 in total. The only one that stays is Ansel. Loki, do you plan on staying as well to make sure that it gets divvied up or see what they're doing with it? Okay, so Loki stays.
I think Daruk actually remains behind as well with the excuse of I can unload 2 crates where it takes 2 of you to grab 1.
No. And so you stay and you help unload things, and they kind of leave the building supplies outside, and their headquarters is set up a central building, a couple of outlying buildings, and then they have like a wall around the outside with like a gate in the front.
Wait, I'm so sorry to interrupt quick here, Hooli. I just remembered I have to show these guys where they're going. I don't stay.
Okay. So Daruk doesn't stay.
I forgot. That's my whole reason for being here.
That's totally okay. So Loki stays, and Loki, David and Ansel, and you, if you wish, they start to sort of unload things a little at a time. They kind of take their time with it because you can see that as things are removed from one cart at a time, Ansel checks them off his current supply list, and then David will add them into the ledger that he is keeping as well. So they're kind of make sure to go through and do the paperwork accordingly. And as the food sort of gets unloaded, David calls for one of the other members to come. And when they come out, he tells them, we need to get baskets together so we can distribute the food to the poorer areas of the city. This will help them greatly. And he seems like he really genuinely, as he's talking and unloading, and him and Ansel are kind of coordinating the supplies, that he really does want to help. David isn't from Lysec. He doesn't know the history of this place. He's a new recruit to the GBC. And actually, the GBC has a fairly good reputation for being fair traders. They don't charge any more or any less than what things are worth, and they're known to have a fairly decent reputation. They've had a few bad eggs in over the years, but for the most part, they are pretty honest in their day-to-day operations. And they seem like they're really interested in helping the best they can, and they've tried, but it's been weeks, and their abilities to help are kind of dwindling as they're more traders than they are firemen or things like that. So they've been able to make some deals to get some goods in, but it's not been very good. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second.
See, we would have already known all this if you had a better role for David.
I know, David, he's so elusive.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it would have taken a nat 20 for me to have a better role for David, so I'm okay with not wasting it.
You only
there.
have a +1 in David. What are you doing building that guy?
I mean, Daruk has been gone. David is new. They don't know each other. I mean, it is what it is.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
We were just doing bits while we waited for you to be ready.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to get up and walk away, but I didn't end up having to. But anyway, so they get the food unloaded first, and then they move on to the medical supplies. And having heard that there's a plague in Lysek, they've included some extra things, extra potions and things that they hope could be used to get rid of the plague and so on that could be distributed. So there's bandages and there's cloth masks to cover faces to try to cut down on the spread. Some different things like that. Antiseptics and herbs and poultices and all of that. It's a fairly decent amount of medical supplies. It takes up a whole wagon. And it includes things like crutches and casting materials. In the old ways, they would be, like hinged wooden splints. I guess you would call it a splint, stuff like that. So all kinds of that. And then you get to the third one, and it's building supplies. It has a lot of wood, a lot of 2x4s and 4x4s just to prop parts up. It looks like it's mainly to board up the outside of the structure of the belfry to keep people from going in, and maybe if there's parts that need propped up that are in danger of falling that could cause harm and injury aside, that you could do that as well. But there doesn't seem to be any like brick and mortar to completely rebuild the stone building, but there's some nails, a set of tools in there, a set of carpenter's tools in there, and that all of the wood and such. So everything gets unloaded. And they're starting to use the food to build baskets. And in the food, there's bushels of apples. There's bags of potatoes. There's dried meats and fish. There's grains like oats and some wheat ground up. Just simple things. And there's even a couple of baskets that contain eggs. There isn't any fresh meat, but there is dried meat. So they have that, and there's a few vegetables, but it's mainly staple food, and including 3 barrels of fresh, clean water as well, in case that's needed. So they kind of start to basket things up, and some of the younger members of the GBC come out and start to get the baskets together to send out to the different parts of the city. And it takes probably, I'd say, an hour per wagon to get it all cataloged and unloaded. So about 3 hours time passes before you're all able to finish. And it was about 10:30, 11 o'clock when they got into town. So 3 hours past that. What's that? 1 o'clock-ish. So still around lunchtime.
Is Scrim near where the barrel of potatoes is?
No, they're across town from you.
Okay.
You guys are all back at the inn, and the GBC is up in the luxury district across the way, if you see it on the map. So after all that gets done, you're left with Ansel And David shakes both of your hands and says that if they want to continue to coordinate and help at the Belfry, just to let them know, and they appreciate if they need anything while they're in town to let them know. And, they look forward to working together again in the future. Very formal, very polite, very thankful.
Likewise. He met all of our officers and he knows where we're at, so we'll be ready if they need us.
Wonderful. So you're able to head back. Do you tell them that you plan on sending a relief party or not a relief party, a search party into the Belfry, Loki, at all?
Not just yet.
Okay. So you're able to head back to the Pig's Tit where the other wardens have been with the rest of your party, and they make very casual conversation. They ask you how your travel's been, what things you know about Lysek, if you can tell them anything about the plague and about the fire that's going on and what's caused anything. Like, they'll ask you just for general information so that they could help pitch in the city to make things better. And that's what you guys would be talking about while Loki was gone the whole time. Is there any information that you specifically know you want to share with them?
As we travel through the city, I want to make sure that I share the personal nature of the problem here with my allies for myself.
So you'll tell them of your daughter?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I also, there is a alchemist, potion supplier of sorts, in the, he's like just off the market district, right?
He's in the old market, yeah.
Yeah, just off of the old market that our men could make some good use of.
Okay.
He has a potion which it is like the world around you slows long enough for you to understand it.
Oh. That's wonderful. Yes. I think we should love to speak with him. We have general potions back at the keep, but it would be wonderful to have more. Maybe I'll go speak with him while we're preparing. And would you like us to join you on your search of the Belfry for your route?
You would have my gratitude.
Is it something that you would like to do today? Like, I am of the mind that the sooner the better.
I am also of the mind the sooner the better, but when a fire burns this bright and this hot for weeks on end, it is best inspected before charging headfirst, I find.
Wonderful. Well, let's get some lunch, and my men are tired. Let's let them have a little bit of a rest, and then we can head in to scout out and hopefully try to find your daughter.
Yeah. So I think I'd take them to the Pig's Tit for lunch. And I am going to, for the first time in a very long time, as we just walk along the streets, cast Speak with Animals. And try once more to see if I can find one of Gabe's rats specifically. The ones that he neglected and they ran away.
Sure.
When he, went into his grief spiral.
Sure, just go ahead and give me, you can do an animal handling or a perception to see if you could find any. Because you have been rounding them up over the last few days.
Yeah, I'd love to do an animal handling.
Sure.
17?
Yeah, so as you're kind of heading through, this little rat skitters through the market that you recognize. It's gray. It's got some It's like a dark gray, and it's got some light gray spots. And he's got some patches along his tail that also have the spots. And you recognize this rat as Thibodeau, one of the rats that belongs to Gabe.
In like full volume, Daruk just booms out, "Thibodeau!" across the market.
And it stops and looks at you the way that a puppy does when you catch it doing something it shouldn't.
Do I see some food in this thing's mouth? This thing stealing food?
Yeah, like a little piece of cheese rind that looks like it's been eaten off of already and probably picked from a trash can.
Yeah. "Present!" And I point right in front of me.
It just kind of scurries over. And it drops
Still
the cheese.
doing this in full view of the knights, by the way, not trying to hide this.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. It drops the cheese at your feet and sits up with its little paws doing little rat paw things.
"Thibodeau, you have abandoned your keeper in his time of need."
And you did cast Speak with Animals, right?
Yes.
But I was hungry.
Then you find food and you go back. And we see Daruk like almost start to bend down towards this rat and then catch himself, take a breath. No. Thibodeau, go back to the house.
Squeak! Grabs his cheese and runs away.
Cover the keeper's room. There will be food for you.
And he
I'm just basically asking him, make sure Gabe's door's shut. Apologies. There's a bit of a rat infestation. Try to handle it when I can.
No offense taken. Let's get some lunch and then get the belfry situation sorted out, shall we?
Yes, lunch. Take him to the pig to sit.
Yeah, and so they'll spend the time waiting on Loki and Ansel to come back. Yeah. And they'll have lunch and they'll ask the party the same kind of questions like, what's the how is this deck? You know, what's your opinions?
Can I ask a question of the party quick?
Mm-hmm.
As it's been probably a couple hours taking care of all this, what do we walk into y'all getting up to in the pig's tit?
I'm probably fighting someone.
Scrimmy's on the top of the bar, and he has his pants on still, but he has ripped them short into shorty shorts, and has an entire mug of ale in one hand and a pitcher in the other, and he is singing sea shanties, of which names I won't mention due to copyright reasons.
I'll let you know that most sea shanties would not be copywritten.
It's got to be public domain by now.
All right, well, all right. Then Scrimmy is singing "Foggy Dew" while dancing in booty shorts.
Hell yeah! Needed that.
Yeah, I'm probably sparring with a bunch of them.
Sir Jorah would speak up for the first time. I didn't think the Chippendales were meant to be in this part of the country for at least 2 more weeks. Seeing Scrimmy dancing on the bar.
Squirmy bends over towards him a little bit.
I think Daruk looks to see what Sir B's expression looks like right now. I'd love to make an insight check and see how he feels about this display.
By all means, you could insight him.
No, that's a 9.
Yeah, I think you could generally get the feeling that he wants to care, but at the same time, they made this ride in 5 days when it should have taken him 7 or longer to get here. He's tired, he's hungry, and he probably has saddle sores that he needs to rest a little bit.
He's too exhausted to care about decorum.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give this guy. I know it's like just flavor primarily, but I'm going to pump this guy full of 5 points of lay on hands.
Sure. So you kind of like pat him on the back, and as you do some of your
just
ability.
give him some of my strength.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's very nice of you. Loki,
We have been
don't
resting
forget
here.
the chaos coin for doing recap. And Daruk, I'm going to give you a chaos coin for being selfless in the moment and offering up your lay on hands to help somebody who's exhausted rather than keeping it to heal yourself or one of your party mates.
I cast Healing Word. I cast Healing Word on the captain.
You get nothing.
I continue to beat the shit out of these fucking wardens.
Scrimmy, yeah, you could roll a performance to see if you're getting just the tip or more at the end of the night.
Oh.
You had a problem with me hiring boys.
Oh.
It's like 2 in the afternoon.
No.
Gang.
I got a 6.
Do I need to roll anything for these people that I'm
The
fighting?
only tip offered to you, Scrimmy, is don't quit your day job.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, I think Arthur is like kind of just thumping out a beat for Scrimmy on the bar, but when I see the rest of the wardens walk in, I stop and probably make a record scratch noise to just myself.
Yeah, and they'll find some seats when they all get in, and you'll notice Loki and Ansel aren't with them when you get back right away. And they'll come in and they'll sit down, and Sir Barristan and Sir Jorah will order lunch for everybody. They'll order a family-style dinner where you can have, everything on the table to share. And they'll get the best meal that they can get at the tavern. It's been a long week and they're tired and hungry. So they're going to order a roast chicken, some honey roasted parsnips and potatoes, a nice cranberry chutney on the side, some stuffing, some gravy, some mashed potatoes and peas. It's like a full family dinner spread, and they pay quite a bit for it. And it's not something you've seen served in the tavern, but they offer the money that needs to make it happen, and it happens. So you're able to have a nice hero's feast.
Awesome.
Wait, legitimately? Like for real?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like
okay.
Yeah, we get buffs from a hero's feast, don't we?
You do get buffs from a feast.
This is big. This is big, gang.
Like, literally the same thought was running through my head that I was like,
immune to poison and frightened. Wisdom saves at advantage and HP max, right?
HP max increases by 2d10. Does anyone in particular want to read that? Or I will.
That? I've got it right here. You can roll your own. I don't care. Each of you roll your own. So anybody who partakes in a hero's feast, anybody who eats this, is cured of all diseases and poisons, becomes immune to poison and frightening, and makes all wisdom saving throws at advantage. Your hit point maximum is increased by 2d10, and you gain the same number of hit points. It'll last you for 24 hours. Which this works out really well for you because several of you, meaning all of you that rolled Fiora, Scrimmy, Loki, and Celine, all failed your con save for contracting not the weeping pox plague, but a very, very difficult strain of a respiratory disease that has been going around. And
y'all almost caught Chipper
we made a roll for that.
Yeah, you did.
What did you say?
When you went to see Fred.
I recall your failures, and Hooli didn't tell me what it was, but they mentioned that like there was something upcoming that you guys had failed rolls for that they were excited.
Yeah, because I have advantage on rolls against diseases and poisons.
Yeah, I just forgot to tell you that you would have been feeling sickly over the last couple days, but it's irrelevant now because you're cured of it. So you would have been feeling like shit the last couple days too, just so you know. Kind of like having pneumonia or bronchitis or something, that kind of shitty.
So I would have been feeling like shit on top of my already added anger issues. Got it.
Yes. Yes. So it's been a rough couple of days for you all as well, but you're cured of that once you partake in this feast. You're going to have your hit points raised for the next 24 hours, and you're going to be immune to poison and being frightened, which could possibly benefit you. So you'll have this meal, and Sir Barristan sends one of the first wardens that are finished to go out and scout.
Just real quick for Scrimmy, since it sounds like we might be heading into danger. Don't forget that you need to manually update your hit points to the max every time you level up, because you have way too few.
Yeah, if somebody could help me with that, I've been struggling with that. That would be good.
I'll help you with it.
I think I can open your character sheet and just do it.
I'm sorry, I'm a noob, guys. I love you.
No worries. I forgot to do it.
It's okay. Did you remember to update yours for this level, Drew? Because
I just didn't. I didn't,
okay.
But you just reminded me.
I was sitting here. I was looking at our hit points, and I was like, I know Celine and I are like the frontline marshals. More of us should be immune to power word kill by now, since we get max HP.
I am very much immune to power word kill right now.
Well, not immune, but we do not die immediately at the start of combat from power word kill.
I'm like heavily resistant against it.
I don't.
Yeah, Scrimmy, you should be at 50.
I knew I was doing something wrong, but I was like, no, I can't do it because then I'm cheating.
No, so we're at max HP for this campaign.
Okay.
Yes.
There, so then you can override it on your sheet. I've edited it for you now. You can override it on your sheet to add the bonus 2d10 to it, the same way how you would like if you got aid given to you. You could just override the max for the day.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yes.
So while you work on that, you're having this meal and you're partaking in this feast, and Sir Barristan will send one of the wardens out to go scout. He does that just before he gets out the door. He shifts into a bird, into a falcon, and his clothes sort of drop, and one of the other wardens, fairly used to this happening, just reaches down and grabs his clothing. It's just his cloak and heavy armor. His clothing underneath of it still stays, and he'll go out and he'll kind of circle around the belfry and go down past the walls and see what he can see, and come back and deliver the message. And he'll tell you that he doesn't see flames burning bright from the outside or any external fires burning. They appears mostly to be burning from the inside still. A fair bit amount of structural damage. And he heard some sounds coming from the courtyard, but he couldn't quite exactly see what they were without getting too close, possibly ending up hurt because of some of the overhang of the building and such.
Yeah, he would have had to fly into the smoke cloud to see.
Yeah. So he passes on that information to you, and the scouting gets done, and you're able to gear up. And once he tells you, Sir Barristan says, all right, we're all a bit rested and full. Are you folks ready to go into the belfry? We understand Daruk has a child lost inside, and we'd like to get that taken care of as soon as possible. I can't imagine the pain you've been feeling throughout the week, being here and just within a distance and not being able to take care of it. So
it is strange to be home without one's family.
I can't imagine the way that it feels. I don't have a family, so I can't begin to even offer that sort of emotion, as I don't understand that side.
The massive like paw of Daruk rests on this guy's back, thumb like coming up the side of his neck.
Is
You have
Scrimmy
us,
close
brother.
enough? Is Scrimmy close enough to hear this conversation?
Yeah, he's talking to all of you at the table.
Yeah.
Oh, I got off the bar. Okay.
You have the
I assume
wardens.
sat
You have the
down. I
wardens.
assume to have the heroes.
Oh yeah, especially after figuring out that everybody hated it. So
But
yeah,
just holding
No,
this
I
guy
love
by the
it.
back. You have
Yeah.
the wardens, brother.
the whole conversation kind of strikes this emotional side of Scrimmy that he's been going through as well, and immediately is like PTSD syndrome on the pirate ship again, trying to save his goats. But he's not like freaking out physically. He's just like that's so Raven style, like Back to the Future.
That's so Raven PTSD.
You nasty.
All right. Are you ready to head to the Belfry?
Sure. On the way, Fiora takes her second of 3 potions.
Okay.
Clarifying for me, so they started the feast as soon as the majority of the group got there, right?
Yeah, by the time you got back, after the time had passed, they made sure that you got some to eat as well. Spent some time chatting, having a bit to drink, letting the pressure off their feet and such. Once you and Ansel returned is when the hero feast would happen, so you guys could eat and everybody could have the benefit of.
Cool.
Sorry if I didn't clarify that well enough.
No, I was so down with Loki getting to be sick, genuinely.
He deserves it. He's such a criminal.
Okay, all right. That just feels bad.
Sirs,
Not even a bit.
and I looked to the two knights. Sirs, it might behoove us to avail of the potion maker before we head in.
Well, I think we'll handle that after I get a good night's sleep, so that way I can have a decent conversation. And plus, I want to get this business at the Belfry handled beforehand.
Allow me 1 hour, please, before we head in, so I may stock up on some essentials.
Is there something that you're needing? We did bring supplies. If there's something you need.
I want to go buy a potion of haste.
Oh yeah, you can
I
do
thought
that.
you
You don't
had,
need a whole
like,
hour.
2.
Wait, what was that?
I thought you had 2. You got 2 from him originally.
I thought I only got 1, and then I used it.
Oh wait, no, it was. I think it was you got 1 and someone else got a couple of other things.
I think we
It's
used
been
it,
like
and Fiora
weeks.
bought a few.
Fiora
believe
bought
it
3
was.
potions of disguise self that she.
That's right. No, that's right. We
that's
got
right.
potions as part of our reward, and we got another potion of haste for that. So I do have one.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I just forgot to actually, look at my fucking inventory.
You should have a few. You should have a potion of perception, a potion of long rest, potion of constitution. Scrimmy's got a magical hat.
Fiora's holding those, right?
I believe
don't-
Fiora is your party loot keeper usually.
I thought I handed them over to you since we were cleaning up the place and you went back to the guy. I just want to make sure we have everything accounted for.
Sure. I don't know when Fiora became party
Yeah.
loot.
Oh,
How long? The
that was
party
like
lasted, what, an hour?
the 4-person, yeah.
It lasted an hour, so
Let's put it this way: you've been party pack rat long enough that all of us knew it.
I'm glad because I didn't, and I don't know what I'm supposed to have in party loot.
to be fair, the party pack rat usually doesn't notice. Not unless
if I
you
need to
have
go
a bag
back
of holding.
to the list, I can give you the list.
Being a party pack rat is almost the same emotion or same state of being as an HM slave in Pokemon. You think you're just here for the
because
Fiora will pass them out because I don't think any of the
Yeah.
potions are great
Yeah.
for her. So she's
I'll
gonna pass
probably
them
take
out. Haste to
Constitution
Daruk
one.
or Celine, probably Daruk.
Yeah, let's get the list again.
I've got my potion. I've got the potion of haste already on my inventory, so we're good there.
Potion of Perception, Loki. That's your specialty.
I
No,
think that's
you have
me.
observant.
I used that, didn't I?
Yeah,
I used that during the pursuit.
I think you used it, and then we got another again.
Okay.
I have Screaming. While you guys are passing out all of those, Screaming remembers the little jester hat that he brought back for Arthur, and is like, "Oh, I almost forgot to give this to you. I totally thought of you as soon as I seen it. It's great, isn't it? I went to this hat maker, and he got me this amazing hat. Then I pull out my hat and I show you, and it's the hat of many hats, right? But then I found another hat, and then that hat was cool, and it had rats, right? Okay. Anyways, other hat makes me tall. Here's your hat." And then I take another shot.
And this has some kind of magical power and properties too, right?
No,
This-
I just really thought that it would look great on you. It's worth some money. But shh, don't tell anybody. They'll steal it from you.
Just holding it in my hands. This is super fucked up. And
I also just realized I was saying pack rat when I meant to say pack mule.
No, he's a pack rat.
I'm going to affix the hat to my belt in an effort to keep it without wearing it, but it does still jingle when I move.
Yeah. You got a hat that
You
jingle,
put a
jangle,
bell on,
jingles.
God damn it.
All right.
Thank you,
so
Screamy. I'll have to get you something just as nice.
You should have potion of haste, potion of perception, potion of long rest, 1 potion of greater healing, potion of enlarge, potion of spider climb, 2 potions of enlarge, I lie, potion of stone giant, potion of constitution, and then the gold that you have, Fiora, as well.
I'll probably take one of the enlarges and the constitution because I feel like that would fit me. Like, I know I'll get bigger when I rage, but I can get the huge.
Yeah, and the potion of constitution gives you +5 con for an hour.
Like
Okay, so-
total +5 or an added +5?
It's
I
a
think it was
bonus.
+5 modifier, right?
Okay.
No, gives you a +5 on top of whatever your con mod is for an hour.
Okay, so like if you have a 16, your con is now a 21.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
so
rare.
I'll have a 5 constitution because it doesn't bump up until 22, which is still better than what I've got.
It's worth 300 gold pieces.
I'll probably drink it just as we're entering the bell curve.
All right, so
Here's-
let's run through this real quick. We have the perception going to Loki, haste with Daruk, enlarge and constitution going to Celine. Fiora, you keeping any for yourself?
Nah.
Which ones do we have
think I
left,
need any.
if any?
Spider
Spider
climb.
climb?
Spider climb could be useful for pretty much any of us.
Maybe
I
Loki.
think it'd be most useful for Loki.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you tend to
And
be. around.
actually, I have a question, Loki.
Yeah.
Would you be all right if I grab that potion of perception?
Oh,
Because
by
I
all
can-
means.
Because I can now see in magical and non-magical darkness.
I can't get the scent of that sewer out of my nose. I never want to
Cool.
drink this again.
Oh God, I'm gonna never forget the smell of my daughter's burning corpse.
Exactly. Hell yeah, brother. Let's get in there.
Okay. So everybody's got what they need. Anything that's longer than 10 minutes casting can be cast now. 10 minutes duration for the whatever it is if you need to cast. So if you have something that lasts an hour, 8 hours, whatever you want to cast that now, by all means let's get it just taken care of on your sheets now. And I'm
I
gonna
just
switch us.
realized that we don't have any pets in this party.
You don't.
It's so sad.
Yeah, my goat died.
Yeah, we just
I
have a
thought the
resident
goats. I
grandma.
thought you said the goats survived, but they just floated away.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. It's Squirmy
Actually, yeah, Hooli, I'd love to get find Steed up.
Sure.
And Daruk is going to grab a Mastiff.
Sure.
That tracks.
You need to adjust your token sizes again once I drop you on the map here, because some of you are really big from that really stupidly weird size.
Oh no,
map.
Loki's just that tall.
Yeah,
No.
we'll all just had a growth spurt overnight. It's fine.
I'm going to
Arthur's
drop
had
you
the
to
biggest-
the opening to where you're going to be coming in. You can arrange yourselves appropriately within the doorway there.
Back to medium.
Yeah. Fiora and Daruk got to drop yours down too. Okay, that should be all of you. Okay. So
Yeah,
you
I'm
have the
working on it.
feast. You hear the report from Scout, what's going on. If somebody wants to share the combat stuff, that would be cool because you're going to be rolling into combat here in a minute. A plan is made. You guys are going to go through the front, and the Wardens are basically only going to provide backup once everything is cleared. They couldn't really see through the fog. They're just basic fighters. They don't really have a lot of like magical capabilities and such, so they're going to be basically backline fighters for you if needed. And you head to the Belfry, and you head through the main front gates first. You come around through the front of the courtyard, and you get up to the sort of archway that leads into like a more internal courtyard where things sort of go in, and that's where you're at now, where you're at on the map now there.
I love this map.
So let me get some noise. Some noise going. Wonderful. Okay. So you come up to the belfry. You see some firelights burning from inside of the stone structure. You can see a lot of the external wood pieces that had built on this are burnt through, and a majority of what's standing is left the bones on the outside. You can see some sag from some of the walls where the internal support beams that were wooden have kind of been burned away, so things are starting to lean a little bit. And when you get into the courtyard, Loki, you will notice it first. Into the internal courtyard, you will notice at first there are beings in here, and you weren't expecting to come across anything outside here. And they're not natural beings. They're not like humans or townsfolk, but there's some beasts, and they reek of sulfur and rot. And then you see two red-skinned winged males sort of flying off on either side, kind of commanding the beasts. And it looks like they're trying to get into the building all together, but they haven't been able to kind of get through the rubble and break the door down. Let's go ahead and roll some initiative here, please, if you will. And you know, Loki, there are 7 total beings that you see.
Don't forget the initiative bonus from Daruk. +3, I think. I think it would apply to everybody. I think you're all close enough.
It'd be everyone within 10 feet, I believe.
Yeah, you're all close enough, except maybe Scrimmy. But also, Hooli, is it okay if they shift themselves on the map a little bit, since you just sort of dropped us on there?
Yeah, I already had said that you could move the way that you needed to be.
It won't let
Okay,
me
my bad,
add
I
my
just missed
score,
that.
but my score should have a plus.
It looks
So
like we're
plus
pretty
3?
good because none of us beat the top guy. And
Yeah,
none of the
add
other things
add
just
3 to
do
your roll.
Okay.
Yeah, just
18.
roll them, and I'll go ahead and add 3 to each of them if you're not able to.
I've already rolled.
Arthur, did you add your 3 already?
No, so that'll be
Okay.
23
I've
for
edited
me.
it. Scrimmy, have
Thank
you
you.
added 3?
Yeah, with the +3 is 22.
22, okay, great.
Mine should be an 18. But I don't know how to add shit.
And then Fiora, you have a 13 plus the 3 for 16.
No, it's a 16 plus 3
Oh, no.
for 19.
I've got it. I'm meditating.
Damn, I gave all of you my bonus, and it made you faster than me.
I mean, that's kind of the
Alright.
point, isn't it?
So I have Arthur with 23,
Yes.
Loki with 23, Scrimmy at 22. Oh, Loki, you should be at 22, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Loki at 22, Scrimmy at 22, Fiora at 19, Daruk at 19, Celine at 18.
Daruk should be at 16. Daruk should be at 16. It calculates it in for me since it's already on my sheet.
Okay, great. Yeah. So Arthur, Loki, Scrimmy, Fiora, Celine, Daruk. Got it. Okay, wonderful. So you come in, you notice these creatures. Loki, I assume you say something to your party mate?
Yeah, I'll call it out. I imagine everyone's going to see it right away, too.
All right, perfect. So you tell everybody, it gets the creatures' attentions, and they start to kind of move their attention from what they're doing towards you. The very first one of them that notices and acts is going to immediately just start flinging fire because that's fun. Celine, you're the one in the front that looks most intimidating. Arthur and Fiora don't look intimidating at the first moment, so I'm going to try to fling some fire at you.
Bring it.
I assume that does not hit.
No, a 10 does not hit.
Yeah. All right.
I just sort of like get ready, flexing. I just turn my head out the way or something.
Yeah, so the first one misses you as the first bolt kind of flings in your direction. Does a 22 hit you?
22 does hit me.
Great. For 11 fire damages.
Okay, that's fine.
And that is the end of his turn. Arthur, it will be your turn now.
Okay. I'm going to look at the horned figure that's closest to me, and I think you see Arthur kind of shudder, like if he had skin, it would be crawling, kind of thing. He just goes, "You're not supposed to be here," and he's going to extend his hand, and I need a charisma saving throw from that guy.
Sure. $17.
Oh, barely fails. Yeah, with a popping noise, the figure disappears. It's banished back to its home plane, and if I can concentrate on it for a minute, it is stuck there.
All right. Fantastic.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Loki.
Loki kind of like gets caught off guard because he was raising his crossbow at that exact guy. And it's like,
I was about ready to fucking break him in half.
So the one on the left had disappeared, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to put a condition
Okay.
mark.
I'll aim at the other one, either way. And I'll also get an obnoxious saving throw from them. This time, but it's not a saving throw, it's a deception check. As I go for my eye for detail.
Which one is it that you wanted?
The other not beast person.
Okay, you want him to make you a
Deception check, please. As a DC 15, as I roll a 15 insight. I hate it here. Well, I'll still shoot him anyway, and it'll just do normal damage if it hits.
Okay.
And I don't think a 16 will hit.
16 does not hit, no.
Alright, I will end my turn in shame.
You end your turn in shame. Oh, you have to push it. Scrimmy.
Scrimmy is going to go for this guy right here. Wait, hold on. How do I check how far that is real quick?
Oh, with the ruler.
Ruler, boom. Okay.
I can put the grid on if you need the grid too.
I'd say that's about 40 feet from where I'm at. Okay. All right, so I'm going to hit him with my Ray of Frost. We'll try to. That is a 14 to hit, and that does not hit.
Which one is that you're trying to hit? The same one Loki just aimed at, or one of the beasts?
This guy, right? Sorry, I thought I clicked on it to highlight him.
You might have did. I was just adding grid to the map.
I think you have to double click to ping.
Yeah.
This one? This one.
Okay, okay. So the Hellhound. Okay, great.
The left one. Yeah, the doggy thing on the right.
And you want to hit him with a 14? 14 does not hit, no.
I did not think so. Sadnesses. Okay, where is this thingy? Sorry, I just have to check one thing really quick.
You're fine.
And I can't move from where I'm at right now, can I?
Yeah, you can. It's your turn. You can take movement.
Okay. I am going to move closer to him. Come on.
Is it not letting you move? Were you trying to move?
It let me move now. It just took a second.
Okay, wonderful.
Right. Okay, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Dragon's Breath. Which is a 15-foot cone.
Okay. Is there a save for it?
It is. No. Yes, there is a save. It is a. Dex saving throw. Sorry.
Yep. He only got an 8.
Okay, yeah, so he does not win. And then I need to click it. So it's 3d6.
What kind of damage did you choose to do?
It is the poison damage.
Okay.
So it's 10 poison damage.
Okay.
Sorry, I said poison really quiet.
I didn't know if I heard. I didn't hear you. Just wanted to double check. Okay.
Yeah, and then that's the end of my turn.
Wonderful. So he takes some damage. Good job, Scrim.
Woo!
Right, Fiora.
Yeah, Fiora starts to point a finger toward this group over here. Before she, out of the corner of her eye, sees the one that Arthur made disappear and said, "Huh, it's a good plan." And she's gonna target the other one with banishment.
Okay, and remind me of the save.
Charisma?
I was gonna say Arthur just did it. I believe it's charisma. I'm double
I think
checking.
so too. I've got all the DM things rolling around
Yep.
in my head right now, so I'm trying to.
Yep, and it is a 17.
All right, got a 14.
He is wreathed in flames and then no longer here as he is banished.
Go to your room, sir.
And Fiora's gonna back up so that she can maintain the concentration. And that's her turn.
Celine.
Now I've finally got some bloody room to move, since I no longer have spellcasters surrounding me. I'm gonna pull out and just immediately drink that portion of growth.
Potion of enlarged, by all means.
Yeah.
And I'll remind you, drinking potions at my table is only a bonus action, so you still have your action unless you're giving it to somebody else, which is a full action.
So I would be large. Big old Celine.
Mm-hmm.
My movement speed doesn't get any increase, does it?
I
I
don't
just
think so.
take less time. It doesn't. Don't
Advantage
assess
on
that.
strength checks and strength saves. Your weapon grows with you, and you get an extra 1d4 damage.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna just run straight over to this. I'm assuming it's like a hellhound of some kind.
Yep.
This blue one over here, and I'm just gonna take a couple punches. I want to smash this thing into the bloody ground.
24 will hit.
Okay. Right. So that would be. Uh, 5 damage plus what was it from the enlarged?
D4.
D4.
I'll just fucking roll a d4. Plus 3 for 8 damage in total for the first hit, and then second hit. A 13. I don't think that hits.
No,
Okay. That's
13 does not.
good. No, I'm good. Wait, no, hang on.
Okay.
When you make... No, that's only when I'm raging. Never mind. I'm good. That's the end of my turn.
All right, Daruk.
All right. I'm going to first walk forward towards. Oh, any chance I could get a dog token or something? Or I'm just gonna I'm gonna assume the dog stays with me.
You need a mastiff, right?
It is
Sorry.
always in.
Oops.
Yeah.
That was an accident.
Here you go, Daruk. You should be able to have that with your value.
All right. Yeah. Daruk is just going to move forward to here. And cast See Invisibility and Shillelagh on himself.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, and I forgot to add your Mastiff to the combat tracker earlier, so I'm just going to go ahead and
it acts on my initiative.
Oh, okay, great. So
yeah, the steeds act on your initiative anyways.
Okay. So he'll go at your turn and do whatever. Do you have a thing you want to do, or you just wanted to try to bite it, or what?
That's it. That's it. Neither of us has enough movement to get to an enemy, so we're just going to get myself ready.
Wonderful.
Or actually, I'm so sorry. If it's all right with you, I'll swap that see invisibility out for a first level bless, and bless.
That's fine.
Scrimmy, Eora, and myself.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Celine, I would like you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Sure. Is this against something that I can see?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I get advantage on that. Advantage. Oh. Please don't fuck me, digital dice. 18.
Okay. So you won't take. Oh, you'll take half. I think it's half. Double check. Yeah, half as much. Okay. So you still take. So you'll take half of 27.
Which is 13, 14?
13.
13.
Yep, 13. Okay. So the one in front of you opens its maw and shoots fire out at you, Celine. That was its turn. Now it's going to be another one. It's going to come up here by its friend where Daruk is. And it is going to try to bite you, Daruk. Which I do believe a 12 does not hit.
Nope. Quick question. Why my dog dead?
Maybe I accidentally changed the hit points on it. It shouldn't be.
Okay, I was like, did it get caught in the fire breath and I didn't?
No, sometimes the tracker, when I'm moving things around, I will click buttons on accident.
I get it. It's very easy. It's very easy to do.
All right,
like,
so
let me just check and make sure that that's not real.
That one tried to do a bite, but didn't do a bite. Okay. And this one's going to try to do a bite on Celine here. Does 21 hit you, Celine?
It does.
So you're going to take 5 piercing and 7 fire damage.
So 12.
You're not raging, so piercing's not there.
Yes, I take the full brunt yet.
I would like Arthur. Yeah, Arthur and Loki, I need you both to make dexterity saving throw, please.
Fuck. That is a 6 for Arthur.
All right, Arthur, you need to also make a concentration check to maintain.
Oh, God. Oh, you're right. Alrighty. That's better. 12 plus 5 for a 17 on the concentration check.
I believe that holds your concentration. Okay. This doggo's going to come up and it's going to open its mouth and spew fire at you as well. On a failed save, you are going to take 23 fire damage. On a save, you'll take half as much, 11. Fire.
Now, it doesn't say anything on my character sheet or anything like that, but as a little wooden boy, what happens to me when I catch fire?
You just get fired.
It sucks.
Yeah, I don't think there's any mechanical difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you want to know a fun fact? Flesh is more flesh burns more than wood does.
Oh, in that case,
You got a nice non-flammable lacquer finish on you to make sure you're nice and safe.
That being said, I think when Arthur realizes, with like clothing catching fire or whatever, Loki or whoever's close, you would hear Arthur shriek and kind of have a minute before he's able to get kind of control of himself.
Loki, you have evasion by this level, right? You don't take any
Nope.
of that, do you?
Multi-class.
Oh,
Only a level 4 rogue.
I believe 19
Wait,
hits doggo, if I'm not mistaken.
Hang on, you're only a level
19
4
hits
rogue?
what?
Your
It's also a
doggo.
4 fighter.
What level's it?
It's level 7 for evasion. At 5, I'd have the uncanny dodge.
Yes, that does
Well,
hit your
even
dog.
Uncanny dodge this.
Damage here. Your doggo gets a bite and a burn for 19 total damage, which does knock it out.
And yeah, that's full dead. Dog's dead.
Yeah.
That's more than double its hit points. It only has 5
I don't-
health.
I don't do the
Not
double
the-
hit. Just knocked out, so you could heal it if you want.
No,
Alright,
it's a summoned dog. He's okay. He just went back to heaven.
Right, he just got unsummoned.
the corpse is still there, but
That brings us back to the top of the round with Arthur, who is currently maintaining concentration. What else you got going on, buddy? What are you doing for your turn?
I am going, once I kind of catch my breath and my wits, I am going to, kind of still in a panic, just trying to deal with the threat as quickly as possible. I'm going to run over to that dog who just spit the fire at us. And first I'm going to try and stab it with my spear, so let me roll for that. Oh, probably not going to do it. That is a 12. I'm assuming he's going to not do it, right?
Well, yep. Don't forget your D4 for bless.
Oh, thank you.
What are you? You're trying to hit the doggo in front of you, right? You said.
Yep.
Or wait, I'm sorry, Arthur.
Oh,
I
no,
didn't
you
give
didn't
it to you.
bless me.
I didn't give it to
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I gave it to the others.
So yeah, 12 to hit?
12 does not hit, no.
Okay, and then as he pulls the spear away, you kind of see a black silhouette outline of another spear. This one with Supreme branding for some reason. As I cast Spiritual Weapon, and I'm going to swing that at the dog as well.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Spiritual Weapon a concentration spell?
It is not.
Nope.
Okay.
17 plus,
That's
yeah. 17 plus, it says 10, but I think it's really plus 8 for a 25. Which I'm assuming will do it.
25 will hit, yes.
Nice. So that's going to be 5 plus 5, 10 damage. And that's the end of my turn.
Loki.
All right, we're gonna help Arthur. I'm gonna shoot that dog
Shoot him.
What the dog do?
with an 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Alrighty. We will not throw any extra gas on it. We'll just do 14 damage between sneak attack and regular damage. But you know what? I'll re-roll one of those 3s with Piercer.
Okay.
There we go. That's a lot better.
Tell me your total after you read.
20 damage.
20 total damage?
20 total piercing.
I'm also seeing in the chat that apparently spiritual weapon is concentration. I don't have a little C next to it on my D&D Beyond sheet.
No, it's
But
not.
In the 2024 handbook, it will
No,
be.
it's not. They're lying to you.
I'm going to pretend that they're lying.
Hey,
Yeah.
gang. You're wrong. No, they are just wrong. Go.
Leave. You have been banished.
And I'll bonus action disengage so I can scoot past the dog after shooting it in the head.
To the Shadow Realm with you.
And that's me.
That jazzy M&M. That's me. That's right.
All right, so you just do the shooty boy, and that's the end of your turn. All right, Scribby.
Yep.
All right. So Scrimmy is going to, because Scrimmy's already mind blown, just instantly start bucking rounds at this dog directly in front of him. The one, let's see, which one was it again?
What color ring is it? It should be like purple or red or something over there.
I believe it is like purple. The one directly in front of me, because Loki is in the way for the other one, and I'm going to blast it with an Eldritch Blast, hopefully. And I got the Bless on there, so that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Yes! All right. That is a 10 damage. So it pretty much just hits this thing and does its crackling light energy. And
Do you not have 2 hits with Eldritch Blast at
I was
this
gonna
level?
say, I think you have a second attack now.
You should have at least 2 bolts, yeah.
Because it's your overall level, not your class level, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
it's a.
So your first
it's a,
one did.
Go ahead.
It is a cantrip,
So
but you should have multiple bolts at your level. You should have 2, I think, at your level by now.
It's probably just because I haven't updated the spells yet.
I'll
So the
double-check
second
it
one was
to
an.
be able to roll.
Hold on. To hit. 13 for the second one.
13 does not.
Okay. All right, so it's just 10 from that. And then I believe that is it. Because I only have 1 dagger. Yeah,
Yeah, you've
so
got
that will be. Oh, I have 2 daggers.
You got 2 beams starting at 5th level, and at 11th level you'll get 3 total for your.
I get. We're talking about the Eldritch Blast. Okay, yeah. So just the blast, and then that's the end of my turn, pretty much.
Okie dokie. But you still did damage, so it counts. Fiora.
Can Fiora place a fireball right here?
Behind the dogs, where you just want to hit the dogs?
Yeah, I want them at 20 feet. And we're gonna spend a sorcery point because Fiora, looking at these things and smelling sulfur, has a hunch that these things are probably resistant to fire. So as the bead of orange shoots from her finger and explodes, it's actually gonna turn to a whitish blue, and instead of fire, there's a blast of frigid air.
So
As
gonna
it's
be
cold damage instead.
Okay. And what's the save on it? Dex, right?
Yep, Dex for 17.
Dirty 20 for the first one, I believe, once that loads. And second one fails. So one pass, one fail.
We've got 33 cold to the fail, half as much to the pass.
Nice.
Get him!
So I think that's 16 to the past one, and that's going to be Fiora's turn because she doesn't want to risk dropping concentration.
That's fine. Alright. Not paralyzed, you fucking thing. Okay. Perfecto. Celine, it is your turn. If you're talking, you're muted. Or you're
Yes,
just not talking.
yes, I am. I just realized that. Josh. I am going to rage, so I'm going to again grow another like size.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Huge. And since I'm technically big enough to reach it, I'm gonna spin around and just essentially just shove my foot and stomp the bloody dog in front of me. Like, not in front of me, the orange one. That was
The one
attacking Arthur. And, yeah.
So we're gonna roll unarmed against it. Go for it.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay. Is the plus D4 to damage or is it to the roll?
Damage.
The size change. Right, it's just from the. Okay. Okay, so again, I'll do it
I
again.
think that's backwards if you're talking bless.
No,
No,
it's not bless. It's just from the enlarged.
The left side of the party got ignored by the
Oh.
bless. We're handling things our own.
Yeah, I'm not hitting anything this round apparently.
Nope.
That's
14
a 14
and
and an 8.
Yep, they both fit.
All
right.
I've already used my bonus action, so screw it. Yeah. I'm just big and I'm angry.
Darut. It's your turn, Darut.
All right. Speaking of big and angry, Shonan. Looking down at the dog as it fades back into the ethereal realm. You hurt my dog. You hurt my dog. And he's going to lash down at the hellhound directly in front of him with the shillelagh, as if it were a club.
Cool.
So that is 27 to hit. Oh wait,
That'll hit.
sorry, 30 to hit because I had bless.
Yep, that hits. What's the damage?
12. Uh, 12 bludgeoning, magical. Yeah, 12 magical bludgeoning.
All right.
Still up.
Nope, it died.
All right, and then we'll go swing out across for the second attack to the one just to my left.
Okay. $21 will hit.
23.
Yep, that'll hit.
And we'll drop a first level smite on this one as well.
Hell yeah.
13. 18.
Okay. It is still up. It's looking pretty rough, but it
All
is
right.
still up. Is that EOT for you, Drew?
That's EOT.
Okay.
Actually, I'll take some movement.
Go for it.
To there.
So you'll take op as you leave it. It'll try to fight you. Cool. Won't be able to because you're stupid high armor class, but yeah, that's gonna miss. That's a 2 on the dice. Okay, so it doesn't get you as you go back.
All right, end of turn.
Perfect. So now it's going to be the blue ringed hound. You're right there. They're dogs. They're not overly intelligent. It's going to try to get you. I'll take that net 20. And that'll hit for. Oh, we got some damage here. You're raging now, so it'll be only at half anyway. So you'll take 18 total piercing, half to 9, and the your damage is not half while you're raging.
It is.
I didn't think fire damage was half from rage.
It is for
because
their
I got
subclass.
the subclass I got, the level I've got, I'm resistant to psychic when I'm not raging, and I'm resistant to everything else when I am.
Okay.
So I'll take what? 9 plus 6?
Half of 13, 6, yeah. Okay.
So 12
So half
damage
and
still.
half. Okay.
15
next one.
damage total.
It's going to move up on you, Scrimmy. Purple ringed guy. You're the closest one to it. And it's going to try and bite you. I don't think 8 hits you, Scrim, so you're safe.
Nice. Yep.
Okay. The yellow ringed hound, it is its turn. Uh, 12 does not hit you, so it does nothing. The orange one is going to go for Arthur. $14 does not hit you, does it, Arthur?
Does not.
Okay, so it doesn't do anything either. Still damage. That one's dead. That's damage. Now it's your turn, Arthur.
Awesome. First, I would like to, kind of in the way that Fiora targeted that fireball, I want to pick a point right about there on the map behind those 2 dogs and catch them in a 15-foot radius with my Channel Divinity Prophecy of Doom. So you see my mouth moving, but unless you're the 2 hellhounds, you can't hear me speaking. I need a wisdom saving throw from both of those folks.
Okay. One natural 20.
Ooh.
And one 19 for a dirty 20.
Oh, scumbags. Yeah, they both pass. And then for my bonus action, I think the dog in front of me, when it kind of went to go bite at me, my spiritual weapon got in between its jaws. And I just want to flip it around so the point's facing it and try and stab it. So it's going to be 10 plus, I think, 8 for 18.
18 will hit.
Beautiful. Sorry, give me 1 second to find the damage here. Here we go. Another 5 plus 5 for 10 damage. And that's my turn.
All right, he's looking kind of messed up there. Looking kind of messed up. Loki.
Shoot that dog. The one in front of Arthur again.
Got it.
What the dog doing?
15 to hit.
15 hits, meets it.
We'll re-roll a 3 again. To make it worse, for 16 total damage.
It dies. It only had 5 hit points left.
Nice.
In that case, I will bonus action dash. And I will get right up on this guy.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, Scrimmy is going to all right, this guy's still alive. All right, Scrimmy is going to cast a Eldritch Blast at the one directly in front of him, and then uses.
I
You will be
will remind you that ranged attacks made within 5 feet are at disadvantage.
Yeah.
All right, let's shoot it at this one over here then. Let's shoot it. I guess it doesn't really matter, but
at the yellow ring.
Yes, at the yellow ring.
Okay. All right. Eldritch Blast at the yellow ring. Go for it.
$20 to hit. That's without
That'll
blast. Okay. Does a 4 damage. And then the second shot. I guess I'll just shoot it at the same guy.
That's fine.
Try and get that guy out of play over there. $23.
That was it.
And that's a 10. So a total of 14 damage.
All right. Is that EOT for Scrim?
Yeah, he's gonna disengage though real fast before ending, just because he doesn't want to have his face bitten off.
I think disengage for you is a full action because you're not a rogue.
Got you. Can I just do movement then?
You can move away. You'll just get an...
Yeah, you just take op attack if it can hit you if you move out of its range.
All right, let me see. Why won't it let me click my guy? Okay, select. All right, I'm just gonna move him back a little bit.
Sure. Does 16 hit you? Yes, it does.
A 16 does. It's because I have a temporary of 13 right now.
Okay. So you'll take a total of 16 damage when you back away.
All right.
Laura.
Fiora's gonna just Sacred Flame the, I guess it's purple circle next to Loki. I need a dex save.
$18.
And it saves, no damage. That is my turn.
Celine.
Okay. Let's see if I can actually hit something this turn. I'm gonna spin around back to the two that I was facing before, and just I'll wail on the blue one. See
Okay.
if I can do anything. Face of rage. 12 doesn't hit.
Nope.
So please hit, please hit. What is with me? I'm not rolling. I'm fucking D&D Beyond anymore. I'm giving up hope. There's a fucking like 6 attacks I've missed.
Yep,
I'm
you
just a
missed.
big bloody punching bag at this point.
Hey, better you than your friends, right?
I mean that is true.
I mean, that crit damage would have messed up some of your party compatriots, so good thing it was you. All right. So you don't do anything except for be big and angry.
Hang on. I can make another. I think make another unarmed attack as a bonus action. When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike and I'm not
You have to
wielding
be
a
raging,
shield.
don't you?
I am raging. That's how I'm huge.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
But well, to be fair, it doesn't say I have to be raging. It just says when you use the attack action with an unarmed strike, you can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action, as long as I'm not wielding a shield.
Okay,
So I don't
go
even
for
know
it.
if I have to
alright,
be
yeah.
raging to use that.
Just go ahead for your third
No, my
attempt.
bad.
Come in. Please hit. Something. A 26! Thank fuck!
That will, yep, 26 will hit.
Right, okay, thank fuck. And what's the bonus for rage damage? Because I know it doesn't add it.
2 or 3 or something like that.
3, I think, right now. Plus 2, my bad.
Okay, so 12
So-
damage then.
Okay. All right.
Plus your D4 for being massive.
Oh yes, if I go to my D4, do I get an extra D4 for being huge?
No, you get 1.
No,
It's just
It didn't hurt to ask, though.
okay. That's a 14 damage in total.
Okay. And that's now Daruk's
End
turn.
of 10. Yeah, end of 10.
And real quick, Kevin, the part that makes it so it's within rage is that it's part of the face of rage feature. In addition, while raging, you gain these benefits.
That okay. I'll try to remember that. I probably
All
won't, but I'll try.
Daruk is just gonna move up here, and take one step forward,
Okay.
Go for the swing.
Okay.
Uh, 16.
That'll hit.
Nice. Kill a dog.
7 damage. All right, still up?
Yep.
All right, cool. And we'll go for a second.
Okay.
28.
Yep.
Oh yeah, kill a dog.
13.
And does that end the turn for you?
That dog's still up?
Yep.
All right, I'll take my movement to here.
Okay.
Oh wait, is that yeah? Moving to there.
You'll take you have a pretty high move speed, so you should be all right. Wow, 2 natural ones. Good, I love it. All right, it doesn't get you on that.
All right, EOT.
All right, it's the blue one's turn. Um, 18 hit you, Philly?
Yes. Just a bit.
This is not a whole lot of damage this time. You're taking a total of 13.
7 damage?
Yeah, you'll have it. To 6. Round down. It's always in favor of the player. So it's going to go up on outgoing, in down on income.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still above 100 HP. I'm good.
All right.
As
So
I'm probably about to drop below it.
it's still standing. Loki, you're right there in front of it. It hasn't bit you yet, but it wants to. But it doesn't, because I think it doesn't hit you. I have the yellow one. Kind of yellow. Do biting things. That will hit you. Well, if you're the only one right there by it, you can take all the bites. We'll take 12 halved to 6.
Yay, I'm still above 100.
Okay, Arthur.
Okay. I'm going to move up to the healthier dog. Actually, no, I might as well try and mop up that yellow one. Move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Over to the dog. And first I'm going to use my bonus action for a spiritual weapon attack. That's a nat 20 on the spiritual weapon. And jog my memory for nat 20s. We're just doubling the amount of damage die rolled, right?
It's double damage, not double dice.
Oh, so there's double the total?
Yep.
I will take that. All right, so 8
The
on
only
the
reason because it's on the thing that way.
What's that? Sorry.
I said the only reason I roll double dice on the enemies is because that's how it rolls crit damage on the BTG.
Got you.
Say double.
Sorry, I missed it. I was lost in my own success as I roll an 8 on the D8, plus 5 for 13, double to 26 on the spiritual weapon.
Okay. You killed it. Good job.
Nice. And then, I don't have enough movement to get there. Shucks. All right, so that's my turn then.
Okay.
You don't have a ranged action cantrip?
Actually, you know what? I do. Sorry, I was getting confused with spiritual weapon as another spell. Yeah, can I get a wisdom saving throw from the blue dog then? The blue ranged dog?
Yep. That's a 9.
9, that's a fail. So he's going to cast Toll the Dead. And that's 2 plus 3 for 5 plus 5, 10 damage on Toll the Dead.
Okay. 10 damage dealt. Good job. Now it's Loki's turn.
Now that I have someone bigger and stronger than me, I'm going to bonus action disengage again. And back up a little bit. And then shoot the dog in front of the rook.
You got it.
An 11 to hit.
No.
I'm going to burn my chaos coin then.
Go for it.
And roll a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
All we do is re-roll the 3s with Piercer to get to a total of 19 piercing damage.
19.
Yeah, it dies.
And I end my turn.
Okay. Scrimmy. There's only one left, and it's on the other side of Celine. What kind of shenanigans you got for it?
It's on the other side of her. How am I going to get around this ginormous friend of mine?
Just take
The
your
ginormous
movement.
sexy woman, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to actually move this way.
Okay.
And I'm just going to do that ranged Eldritch Blast on it again because, you know, once you take Warlock... And I'm just going to launch both of him, so I'm just going to roll both at the same time here.
That's perfectly fine with me.
All right.
12 will miss, 22 will hit.
Don't forget your bless for that 12.
So that's 16 to hit. Does that hit?
15 will hit. That meets it.
Okay, so then it's going to be a total of 8, 9, 10, 13 damage.
13 damage. You got it. Still standing.
All right, and then... That's all I got.
All right, Celine. Hopefully you can land a hit this time. It's pretty bloodied.
I thought it was Fiora.
Oh, did I did it
Yeah,
double
Fiora's
skip.
before Celine.
All right, I lied.
Dex save, Sacred Flame.
Dex
DC
save
17.
How about a 17?
Yep, that's my turn.
Beats it.
Right.
Oh, it's my turn.
All right. Celine's turn. Now you can punch things, Celine, hopefully.
Yeah, and I won't be rolling with D&D Beyond because it doesn't like me today. That's a 15 plus 7 for a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, cool. And my damage
Just give me
die
your damage. That should kill it. It doesn't have a lot of HP left.
Well, my straight unarmed attack without raging is 5 damage, but anything else is a D8 plus 4. So
That's fine. Your 5 is fine. It only had 2 hit points, so it dies.
okay, cool. I'm just gonna kick it, full on just belt it across the room. But
All right, so that will take us out of initiative. But let me see. That was what? 4 rounds? We got through 4 rounds. So 40% of your banishment. How long is your banishment? 1 minute.
A minute, yeah.
Yeah. Here's the question. Are those things from a different plane?
Yes.
After a minute, they're permanently on that
Then
plane.
they're gone.
Nice.
Yes, but we haven't had a full minute in combat yet. in
Yeah.
4 rounds.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so I assume Fiora and Arthur would advise everyone not to move forward or start another fight for another, minute.
Half a minute, yeah.
Yeah, you could do that. By all
Regroup.
means.
Regroup. Circle the mages.
All right, so we'll end combat there. That's where we'll stop the session, and we'll pick up with going forward for next week. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Stick around if you're in the audience. We're gonna run a raid out to a friend of ours, and we'll see everybody Thursday this week for episode 2 of our Tales from the Yawning Portal campaign, which is name I cannot remember off the top of my head. Don, please help. Redeeming Corruption. I remember now. Okay, so we'll see you Thursday. Concentricity this week or no?
No, we do not have concentricity this week. If you can, go check out Luxor 8015. We will be doing a Call of Cthulhu one-shot called the Windsboro Mansion.
Ooh.
All right, perfect. So we will catch everybody Thursday, and we do have our Saturday game, and then if not, we'll see you back Sunday. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you, as always. Go cause chaos in the world. Goodbye.
you.